height-based. I figured I'd get that shit. I'm gonna swear, I hope we're okay with that, even though there's like a literal toddler here. Good on you. It's not my fault if she becomes a comedian. That's, I don't know, I hope we're all having a good day. I had to go to work today. You guys have day jobs? Yeah? You guys smoke weed? Let's talk about something I like. You guys ever get high and end up in a hurry for no reason? Right? Like every day before and during work, right? No? Is that less relatable? I like, okay, well, you know, I'm not just playing nerd. Some people are drinking like me, so, no, okay, you guys are cool. That was weird. I'm not antagonistic. I just don't like my job. But that's why I smoked before, and then sometimes I'm high and I end up early and sweaty because I rush to get there. And my boss, he's into that look. He's like, oh, cool, ready to have a good day, showing some initiative? Yeah, I'm gonna have a great day if you don't ask me any more hard questions for like 3 hours. That's gonna be awesome for me. I see weird stuff. On the way to work, I walked past a fencing school. Do you guys know those existed? Yeah. Like in Chicago, and like that seems like a suburb thing, but this one's right there in Lincoln Park, and I feel like they're hiding it because it's a brick building with 3 very small windows. So I had to work real hard to figure out it was a fencing school. Because when you walk past that, you just see that kind of thing in the windows. You see like a tall figure stab a small figure. And then they take off their fake heads and reveal a grown man yelling at a kid that's been crying for a while. You know? You're like, who's paying for this? You just outsourcing stabbing your kid? Like, just get the right sword, dude. You know? No, okay. I don't know. That's not what my parents were into. Do you guys like wrestling? We got any wrestling fans in here? I'm bad at reading a room, apparently. I live with new roommates and they're really into wrestling. And that's new for me, because when I was a kid, my dad told me wrestling is stupid. And it's fake, and that's the only reason it's stupid. We just didn't watch it. We had one TV, he was like, it'll never be on this TV. And I realized the only thing, and I didn't really get it, I never thought it was interesting or anything. The whole thing that was missing from that equation that I'm discovering with my roommates is weed. If you watch wrestling really high, that shit is awesome. It's great. Now I realize why my dad wasn't into it, because it was just a reminder that he can't smoke weed in front of me. You know, he's like, I would love this, but this kid's gonna be fucking ratting me out to my wife. You know, I don't know. I like my dad though. He's done some weird stuff in my life. He watched porn on the family computer when I was 11. And you're not relating to that at all. I know it's unique. It was new for him too. We had a new Mac desktop computer, and I think all he heard in my mom's explanation of the computer was, "This one will get viruses no matter what." And he just went to town. You know, I opened up the computer like a week into having it, and all of a sudden the top site and most recent site was this porn website. And I was like, what happened here? I figured out my dad must have deleted history while he was still on the website. He was like, okay, I gotta do something to get rid of this paper trail. But he took you straight to the scene of the crime. You know, he's like, here it is, it's the new homepage. It's what I was looking at. So I got on there, I clicked around for a little while, and I got weirded out. And then I got off the computer, and my mom must have got on later because she goes, hey, it's okay, but were you looking at porn? What were you doing? I was like, no, I don't know. Dad was on there before me. I just saw it. I'm sorry. And she's like, I don't really believe you, but okay. And then my dad came to me a couple hours later in a very different mood. And he said, hey, one question. Did you rat me out to my wife? What gives, man? All right? Because, like, she's your mom forever. Biological fact. This husband-wife stuff, though, very tentative. You actually have a lot to do with that. You're going to be like this forever. You know, gotta make rules. I don't know. There's no transition for this. I might as well do it early. You guys hear the word behoove a lot? No? I don't hear it often, but if I do, I hear it wrong. I had a friend in college who used to say it to mean like surprised. You know, you're like, that behooves me. Like, you know? It's like, I don't know, it doesn't. One time he said, he's a smart guy, he said one time, you know, it really behooves me that weed isn't legal in every state. Hey, great point, but you are using that word wrong. I'm about to be a dick about it. Because the only way to explain the word behoove is to use the word behoove, I realize. It's me saying to him, you know, it would behoove you to learn what the word behoove means. And he's like, that's all well and good, but you and I aren't friends anymore. So, You can go do that grammar stuff with anybody else. Don't talk to me for a couple weeks. And I won't tell anyone you did that either, but you work on yourself. It behooves you, okay? I know what it means. I don't know. I like my friends. They're cool people, and I don't have anything else on that. There was sex talked about earlier today. I think that's cool. Sex is real cool. Jerking off, also cool though. I don't know what this anti-jerking off campaign is. It's a cool loner activity, you know? It's like skateboarding. It's this thing I do on my own. I don't make a big deal about it before or after, you know? Sometimes, right? Sometimes I make a video, send it to my friends, but like, nothing wrong with that. I can do some pretty cool tricks. Like, if you're wondering what tricks I mean, just, you know, all I have to say is pop shove it means something different in my house. So. No, that was a new tag. Cool. I was living with my parents for a week before I moved to this apartment. I was watching TV ads for the first time in a while. I think marketing is just weird in general. Do you guys ever think about Pizza Hut? Like, no? I mean, there's Pizza Hut stands out there like, fuck you, dude. Yeah, it's like all the time. I only think about it when I drive past one and I don't have a car, so it's rare. But I saw this ad and it seemed like they know that Pizza Hut's like pretty far down the totem pole these days, because they're like, you didn't ask for it, but you're getting it. Cheesy stuffed pizza, which sounds cool. It's 3 words, and I feel like they just cut out crust of another product they had, you know, like cheesy stuffed crust. Now it's just all stuffed, but that's a pretty aggressive appeal for an ad to make. I can't do that like as a normal. I can't text an ex-girlfriend and be like, hey, I know we didn't have much in common and it wasn't great ever, but I just learned how to play the saxophone. So if that new feature changes everything about how it is, you know where to find me. I'll be at the Hut. Arguing strange though. You guys, I don't know. I got in a weird argument with my friend. Not an argument. It turned into one because you'll see. But I said, you know, don't you think it's pretty messed up that Sour Patch Kids' slogan is "Crave those crazy kids"? Yes, that's a very weird slogan for sure. It's also not a real slogan, and now we have to figure out how you came up with that. Okay? We broke it down. That's just me like combining the slogan for Cinnamon Toast Crunch, which is "Crave those crazy squares," with this part of my brain that I don't want to think about too hard. You know? I love that candy. I do not need to market it to myself like that. You don't need to market it. You don't need to market anything to yourself if you already like it, but every time I bought them, I'm like, I don't know why, but I do crave those crazy kids. I swear. If they keep going down this road, when they come out with Sour Patch Barely Legals, I'm done. That's my line, you know? I'll try watermelon, but I got a lot of flavors. I do research for my jokes. I don't know. I played college football. Anyone think that's cool? Yeah, well, if you did, I tricked you, because I played Division III football, guys. It means nothing, okay? It's not. If you didn't even know that was a thing, some people, if you went to U Chicago, I don't think you still know. We had a team there, but anyway. There's 3 divisions. This one it's one step above playing no college football, right? But it is one step below. It's a step below playing real college football. You know, this one is just for the dads. That's who the fans are. And I don't know. I mean, it's weird. Like the coaches there, like football coaches are weird people in general, but these are like middle-aged conservative men who devoted their lives to sports, forced to work at a liberal arts college. You know? Like, and we're all pretty like woke PC kids walking around learning shit every day. Not from that sentence, you can't tell, but you know. We still hit our heads and stuff, but I mean, Coach one day he came into a team meeting and, you know, who knows how old men learn things nowadays, but he wanted to talk about gender neutral pronouns, and he decided to open that discussion with, you guys hearing about this they them stuff? Like, I guess, not the way you're hearing about it, I don't think. I don't know what talking head said that at you this morning, but sure, and my quarterback got up, he just wanted to be a good leader. He's like, Coach, it's pretty simple. If they or them want to be called they or them, we should call they or them whatever they want to be called. And Coach goes, well, I do not understand those X's and O's, but I can roll with the game plan. Okay, Coach, cool. And then he's like, all right, now get time for game film. I don't care what they identify as. I identify them as pussies. And it's like, definitely a step in the wrong direction. We're learning for 2 seconds and then it's all gone. That's a very real story. We all had a not productive practice. We couldn't stop talking about that. I don't know. Well, to give you a better picture, we had a lot of guys quit the team because of acid. Does that help anyone? I didn't. I did acid too. I don't know what's wrong with me. I didn't learn enough, I guess. But it is hard, if you do hallucinogens in the summer, you come back to training camp, you can't catch anymore. Because why would you? What was I holding on to that whole time? Why was this guy yelling at me? Well, I'm just trying to get a degree, Come on, coach. It's weird stuff. I got a cousin that's in the NFL right now. That's legitimately cool, I think.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, somebody. I'm not trying to make you sad, sir. You could also say you have a cousin in the NFL. It's true, but I don't want to prove it to you unless you want me to be weird later. I will prove it. He's Ross Dwell, he's awesome. Anyway, none of that's relevant at all, except that I think about my cousin being in the NFL more than I need to be, because we're the same age, right? And we both graduated from college. He didn't get drafted, so we had a tryout process, right? And my mom's whole family was asking her, hey, is Pete thinking about doing that? Trying to get to the league? It's no, Pete smoked cigarettes in season for 4 years. That shit has sailed, long gone. And they're very different. It's a nice compliment if people think I have CTE, that concussion disease. Appreciate it. Not all of us are elite athletes though, sorry to tell you. If I could compare it to D3 football is fine, it's fun, we all enjoy ourselves, but NFL football, that's real stuff. That's like 2 Dodge Rams colliding on the highway at full speed, right? D3 football though is more like a couple of Kias and a fender bender outside of an Olive Garden. No one was anywhere near hurt, but your dad's going to talk about it. Be it all unprofessional if you guys are okay with that. There are other things I wanted. You know what? Maybe there wasn't that much I wanted to say. I've been losing my mind. I've been thinking about. I play guitar. I don't know if I'm not trying to be cool. I swear to God, I'm way better at Guitar Hero though. That's still I've always been way better. I took Guitar Hero to college because I was well, I've done these 2 things for a while, and I'm better at one of them. And I was I figure this will help me get laid, right? Girls like guys that play guitar, and I figure they like it because they put so much time into it, right? That's the whole appeal. And then sophomore year I brought my guitar, and I still had the Guitar Hero controller. I think at that point it looked like I was teaching myself guitar and had a terrible method, This is but I don't know, part of it was just well, Guitar Hero's fun, it's I figured everybody put hours and hours into it when they were a kid. I had a sports mentality, it was just yeah, put in the practice, I was great. I was never that good, I couldn't do the hardest songs and the hardest difficulty. But I realized when I played with my friends that I was too good. Guitar Hero is fun, you have a little controller, but when you're my size at 23 and play Guitar Hero, it doesn't look right, It's a tiny little, here, guitar, star power makes no sense. It's purely about bonus points, and also this is just where my shoulders are when I play that game. So if you ever had a good friend show you something and you're why did you put so much time into this? Why does it exist at all? That was what they were thinking. Why is this the thing that your childhood was? Didn't you play Call of Duty once? No? Okay. Well, that was a terrible ending to what I thought was a fun time.